Hello and welcome back to Blossom Themes YouTube channel. In this video, you will learn how to create a website for your service business with our latest theme, Seva. If you are an entrepreneur, coach, therapist, consultant, or someone who is in the service business and you are looking to get your business to the next level with a full-fledged website, then you are in the right place. Let's get started. I will start by giving you a brief tour of the demo page so that you do have an idea of what you get with the theme. Then I will also walk you through some of the important features that you get with Seva WordPress theme. This is the demo page of Seva WordPress theme. So to access Seva WordPress theme, you'll have to go to our site blossomthemes.com. Go to shop. Go to Premium Themes, go to Seva. I have also added a link in the description box below so that you can easily access the sales page. Scroll down. You have to click on Live Demo button to open the Live Demo page. I have already opened the Live Demo page in this tab. So let's start exploring the demo page and we will start with the header section. Starting off with the header section, this is the notification bar where you can add certain information or links to grab your visitors' attention and include a call to action button. Or you can also feature a newsletter here. You can make your site icon or site name with tagline appear here. Then on the top left, you can link various social media platforms that you are on. And on the top right, you can display your contact details. The navigation menu. This theme allows a navigation menu in 3 different areas: the primary, the secondary, and the footer area. You also get a back to top button like this. A custom link button where you can link your important pages. Then a beautiful banner sections. You get 4 customizable banner options with this theme. Newsletter section. This is strategically placed to help you increase your newsletter subscription rate. The About section to introduce yourself. The Client's Logo section to show your affiliation with known and established brands. This is a great way to build credibility among your users and visitors. Then comes the Services section to outline all of the services that you provide to your clients. You also get 2 call to action sections with an option to add links and buttons. One is right over here, then the other one is at the very bottom. The Testimonial section to display your client reviews, which appears in a slider. The Process section to show consultation process to your users. Then comes the Blog section where you can write articles about the latest topics on your niche. You can also showcase the resources for your users to download, like freebies, checklists, and so on. The Contact section to show the contact details, and you can also embed a contact form like this one over here. Then we have the Call to Action section number 2 that we talked about earlier. The Instagram section where you can integrate your Instagram to your site. The Footer menu section. Then the footer area where you can add footer copyright text of your choice. Okay, let's go to the top. In addition to all the features that I just explored, with this theme you also get 18 Elementor page templates. These page templates are a powerful source for lead generation and showcasing your various products and services. So let's explore some of the major page templates here. Let's go to About Page template. Here, you can not only introduce yourself to your visitors with attractive text and image sections, but you can also include other sections such as testimonials, team, video, podcasts, and more. How to edit these page templates is also included in the video, so make sure you watch the video till the very end. Then we will go to the Services page template. Let's go into one of these. So using this template, you can elaborate upon your services in an eye-catching, easy-to-read way. Then you also get a dedicated page template to show your client testimonials. Let's go into it and see what it looks like. As you can see, there are so many elements that you can add. Then finally, the contact page template. And here, along with the contact details, you can also display the FAQs, client logos, call to action, and so on. As I said in the beginning, how to edit all of these mentioned page templates have also been included in the video. Now, I will show you some of the major, distinct, and exclusive features that you get with Seva WordPress theme. As I already mentioned in the beginning, this theme is especially built for the coaches, entrepreneurs, and therapists to help you skyrocket your business. Landing page, courses, services, events, podcasts, and portfolio, you name them, we have them all featured here in this theme. Seva offers you with several layout options that you can use to customize your website. The theme has gorgeous, responsive, mobile-friendly design that automatically adjusts your website with correct dimensions on all screen sizes. You can easily change your theme color and choose from 1,000 and plus Google fonts to change the look of your website as per your need. This theme is also Elementor compatible, and along with the templates that I walked you through in the demo page, you also get a collection of 18 inner page Elementor templates in total. These page templates are a powerful resource for lead generation and showcasing your various products and services. You get 4 customizable banner options: static image or a video with call to action, with appointment, and a banner as a slider with advanced controls. You can also sort homepage sections as per your requirements and make various sections appear and disappear. The theme also comes with lazy loading feature, which reduces a load time on your server and boosts page speed dramatically, which improves the user experience. You get 2 call to action sections as I showed earlier. You can integrate your social media profiles from most social platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. Seva also supports Chinese and Russian social media sites and many others. Seva comes with a collection of 22 highly customizable widgets. You also get a sticky or a floating menu at the top so that your menu can be accessible from any section in the website. So these are only a handful features I have explained here. We have a collection of powerful and elegant, beautiful features that you can check out by visiting our sales page. Now I will show you how you can easily download the theme from our site. To download Seva WordPress theme, you have to be on the sales page of the Seva WordPress theme. The link of this page I have added in the description box below. So scroll down. You can get Seva theme for a total price of $49. If you wish to go for other packages, then you can go for them as well. Then you have to click on Get It Now. Then you have to fill in the details. And after the procedure is complete, your theme will be emailed to you in your email address that you provide here in a zip format. I have already downloaded the theme, so now I will show you how you can easily install and activate the theme. So for that, I will have to log in to my WordPress dashboard. I have logged into my WordPress dashboard. Now, if you want to take a look at your site, simply hover your mouse around this house icon and click on Visit Site. I'm going to open the link in the new tab. So currently, this is what our site looks like. Let's go back. And now we will install and activate Seva WordPress theme. To do that, go to Appearance, click on Themes, click on Add New, click on Upload Theme. You can either drag and drop the file that you received in a zip format, or you can also click on Choose File, select the file, click on Open, and click on Install Now. After the theme has been installed successfully, you have to click on Activate. The theme has been installed and activated. Next, you have to activate your theme license key. So you have to copy and paste your theme license key inside this box, and you have to click on Save Changes. You can find your theme license key in the download section of your Blossom Themes dashboard as it is given here, or you can also find it along with the purchase details in your email address. And your theme license key looks something like this. Now click on Save Changes. And now you have to click on Activate License. The license key has now been activated, as you can see on the screen. After you activate your license key, you will get automatic notifications about updates in the future. So make sure you don't skip this part. Now, you have to install and activate the recommended plugins. So click on Begin Installing Plugins. Select all of the plugins. From the drop-down option, select Install and click on Apply. Again, you have to select all of the plugins. This time, select Activate and click on Apply. The plugins have been installed and activated successfully. Please do not skip this step because these plugins will come in handy when we later have to add various features to our site. Okay, we will go back to Dashboard Home. And now we will access our customizer. So from the appearance, you have to click on Customize. I'm going to open the customizer in the new tab. So these are the customizer settings that you get with Seva WordPress theme. I will give you a brief walkthrough of each of the settings. Let's start with information links. So these are the various important links. To view the demo link, you have to click here. To view the documentation link, you have to click here. For theme information, you can click here. If you want to create a support ticket, then you can click the link here and reach out to our support team by creating a support ticket. If you want to explore more WordPress themes by Blossom Themes, you can click here. Let's go back. From site identity, you can create a unique site identity for your site. From under appearance settings, you can select the primary, secondary font and background color of your site. Then from the background, you can either select image as your website background, or you can select from one of the available patterns here. Next is the layout settings. From here, you can select layout of various posts, pages and sections. We will go through each one of them in the video. Then from under Pagination Settings, you can select the pagination type. Next is the typography. From under Typography, you can select the primary, secondary, and also control the font size of your entire site. From under Frontpage Settings, so these are the only settings that are showing right now. There are more settings available, which will display after we have configured our homepage settings. So basically, front page settings include all of the sections of the front page, which we will configure one by one in the video. Next is the general settings. So here we have the top bar settings, header settings. We can add various social medias. We can enable and disable the social sharing buttons. We have SEO settings, post blogs and pages settings. Then we have sidebar settings, performance settings, newsletter settings, Instagram settings, miscellaneous settings, and Google Analytics settings. I will come back to event settings and Elementor settings later on. From under menus, we can create and add navigation menu to our site. This theme allows menu in 3 different locations. Next is the widgets. We can configure the sidebar widget and footer areas 1 to 3 and 4. From under Homepage Settings, we can select our homepage display from latest post or a static page. Then we have the footer settings, WooCommerce settings if you have added shop to your website, the additional CSS, and finally the customizer reset. So that was a very quick and brief walkthrough of all of the settings. Now we will straight away jump into creating our site, and we will start with site identity. Okay, there is one thing that I want to show you before we continue with the site identity. That is, if you go over to your site, which we had opened earlier, before the theme was installed and activated, the default theme was applied. Now after the Seva theme has been installed and activated, if you give your site a refresh, this is what it looks like. Let's get back to our customizer and let's get started. So from under site identity, you can change the site title. All you have to do is type in the site title of your choice into the box here. So whatever you type in will be reflected here, and it is the same with the tagline. Just remove the tagline that is already given here and type in the tagline of your choice. If you scroll down, you can select the font family from the list of available fonts from the drop-down option. So let's select one of this. And whatever font family you choose will be applied to your site title font. Depending upon the font family that you select, you can also choose the style from the drop-down option here. If you want to increase the site title font size, you simply have to slide this button over, and the site title font will increase in size. And if you slide this button under, your site title font size will decrease. From here, you can select your site title color. Click on Select Color. Then you have to select your favorite color from the palette here. Now move around the pointer and the slider to get to the color of your choice. The color that you select will be applied to your site title font. If you click on Default, the color will set back to default. Now, if you have a site logo and you would rather have a site logo displayed on your site than site title and tagline, you can uncheck this little box, which will make the site title and tagline disappear. Now you have to click on Select Logo. You have to click on Select Files. Select the logo from here. Click on Open. And then you have to click on Select. All the files or images that you upload from Upload Files will be stored in the Media Library section over here. I have also added the recommended image sizes in the description box below, or you can also find the recommended image sizes in the text documentation of Seva WordPress theme. Let's click on Select. You have the option to crop or skip cropping. I'm going to skip cropping. And here your logo will appear. If you want to change the size of your site logo, you can increase or decrease the size from here. So if you want your site logo to appear bigger, just add in a bigger value here. And your site logo will appear bigger. If you want it to appear smaller, you have to add in the smaller value here. I am happy with the size of the site logo, so I'm going to let it be at 120. Next, we have the site icon. So to add in the site icon, click on Select Site Icon. Select your site icon, click on Select. Again, you have the option to skip cropping or crop the image. I'm going to skip cropping once again. And this right here is your site icon. I would highly recommend you to have a site icon because it not only helps your users to identify your site, but it also helps you to build your brand identity. After you are done, you have to click on Publish to save the changes. Let's go to our site and we will give it a refresh. And as you can see, the changes have been made. Let's go back and back. Now we will start adding various social media links to our site. For that, go to General Settings and go to Social Media Settings. So there are a bunch of social links which have already been added. Let me quickly remove them one by one. Okay, now we can create a fresh one. So the first thing that you have to do is, if this toggle isn't enabled, so let's say suppose this was not enabled, you have to enable this first of all. And you have to click on Add New Links. So it is very simple. All you have to do is, from the search icons box, search for the social media icon that you want to add. So for example, if you want to add in Facebook, search for Facebook by typing in Facebook. And as you can see, the Facebook icon has appeared. Click on it. Inside of the link box, you have to copy and paste your respective social media profile. In this case, you have to copy and paste your official Facebook page or Facebook profile into the link box. As soon as you add in the link, the tiny Facebook icon will appear here. Now to add in the new link, you have to click on Add New Links and you have to keep on adding more social media links. Following the same process, I have added more social media links. After you are finished adding all of the social media links, click on Publish. Now if you go back to your site and give it a refresh, you can see the changes have been made. Let's go back. And now we will also configure our top bar settings and header settings. Let's go to top bar settings. You have to enable the top bar from here. So you can either select the button link or the newsletter to be displayed on your top bar. If you select button link, you can change the notification text from here. So whatever is given over here, you can just remove this. Then you can add in the text of your choice. You can do the same with the notification button label. Then inside of the notification button link, you can add in the featured link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on this button right here. You can also enable or disable to show the URL that you have added over here in the new window by either enabling or disabling the toggle here. You can also select the top bar color from here. So click on Select Color, select the color of your choice, and you can move around your pointer and the slider to get to the color of your choice. And you can also select the top bar font color from the same way. So currently it is white. If you want to make it black, simply click on black or select the other color that you wish to select. I'm going to set them back to default. The next option is to add a newsletter. To display the newsletter on your top bar, you have to copy and paste the newsletter shortcode into the box here. For now, I'm going to select a button link to be my top bar. Click on Publish. If you go back to your site and give it a refresh, you will see the top bar has been added to our site. Let's go back, and next is the header settings. The first option is you can enable to make your header sticky. So when you enable this option, even when you scroll down, the header will be accessible from all the portion of your website. Next option is to enable the shopping cart. This applies when you have added a shop section to your site. Next, you can display the contact details such as phone number and email address. On the top right corners of your header section, you simply remove the phone number and email address that are given here in default. Then add in the phone number and email address to your business. You can also add in the header button label, then you can also add in the header button link. You can change the label from here. Then inside of the header button link, you can add in the featured link. So in this case, because we have added the header button label as contact, you can copy and paste the URL to your contact page into the header button link box. Just remove this hash sign, then paste in the link. If you want to change your header layout, you can click here. So this allows easy navigation for you to navigate in between the header layout and also your header settings. I will come back to these later, so I will not go into this now. So just click here and we will go back to header settings. After you have made the changes, click on Publish, go back to your site and give it a refresh, and you will see the changes have been made. Let's go back. Before we go into any of the other settings, we have to configure our homepage settings. But before I go into this from the customizer, let's go back to dashboard, and we have to create a homepage and a blog page. So go to Pages, click on Add New. Add your title as home, or you can add in the title of your choice. Click on Publish. We will go back again. Click on Add New. This time we will add the title as blog for our blog page. And we will click on Publish. So our home and blog pages have been created and published. Let's go back once again and we will access our customizer. So again, go to Appearance and click on Customize. I'm going to open the customizer in the new tab, and I'm also going to cross out the old customizer tab. Now we will go to Homepage Settings. So you can select your homepage display as either your latest post or a static page. If you select your latest post, then all of the latest blog posts that you create will appear on your homepage or your landing page. And if you select a static page, you will have a separate static homepage. Then all of the blog posts that you create will be listed under your blog page. So from the drop-down option, let's select our homepage as home, which was the page that we created earlier. And we will do the same for the post page. Click on the drop-down option, select blog as our post page. So after the home and blog pages are created and selected, you have a separate homepage and a separate blog page. So after this is done, you have to click on Publish. Now, if you just click on this logo here, this is the homepage, and here the blog section has appeared on your homepage. And if you just click on View All Articles, this one is your blog page. Let's go back. And now we will go to Frontpage Settings. I will come back to Appearance, Layout and Typography Settings after I have configured the front page. So we will navigate back to our home page. I'm just going to click on the logo here. Okay, now we are on our front page. Let's go to Frontpage Settings. Let's start with Banner section. Under Banner section, under Banner Options, you have 5 different options available. You can disable the banner section altogether. You can have a static or a video call to action banner. You can have a static or a video newsletter banner. You can have a static or a video appointment banner, or you can have your banner as a slider. I'm going to select my banner as static or a video call to action banner. Under static or a video call to action banner, there are 3 options. The first is to add a header video. So all you have to do is click on select video and select the video of your choice, which will be displayed as your banner. Instead, if you happen to own a YouTube channel and if you want to feature one of the videos from your YouTube channel on your banner, you simply have to copy the link to that particular video and you have to paste it inside enter a YouTube URL box. And your YouTube video will be displayed on your banner. Instead, if you wish to add a static image, you have to click on add new image. Just let me remove this video quickly. Click on add new image. Select the image of your choice. Let's select this one. Click on select and crop. I'm going to skip cropping. And a static image will be displayed on my banner. From here, you can change the title that is already given here. Just remove the title that is here. Then add in the title of your choice. For subtitle, which is now showing as welcome, you can remove it and add in the subtitle of your choice, and it is the same with the description. For the button label, you can change it and add in the button label of your choice. Then you can add in the button link here. Just remove the hash symbol here. Then copy and paste the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on this button right over here. If you want to change the banner caption alignment, you can select from either left or you can always go for right. If you want to select the layout of static banner, you can click here. But as I said before, I will be exploring all of the layout options later, so I will not go into this. Also, I'm going to change the title back to how it was before. You can go ahead with the title of your choice. You have more options. The next one is to have a static or a video newsletter banner. So if you select this option, you can feature the newsletter on the banner. We have not created a newsletter yet, so let's create a newsletter. To create a newsletter, you have to go to your dashboard, then go to Blossom Themes email newsletter, click on add new. Now you have to fill in the details, starting with the title. From under field settings, you can either select name and email or only email. I'm going to select both name and email. You can change the name placeholder, email placeholder, as well as change the submit button label from the respective boxes. You can also enable the GDPR checkbox from here. Then add in a form note, which is basically a short note asking your visitors to subscribe to your newsletter. Now from under appearance settings, you can either select a background image or you can select a background color. I'm going to select a background color. So click here. You can select the color palette, then you can move around the pointer and the slider to come to the color of your choice, or you can also add in a hex value. Let me add in a hex value this time. You can also select your font color. I'm going to select it as black. So the newsletter has been created. This was a very brief explanation on how to create a newsletter. I have added a link in the description box below for in-depth tutorial on how you can create a newsletter. So make sure you check that video out. It is very helpful. Now after you are done, you have to copy the shortcode. Let's go back to our customizer. Scroll down and inside of the banner newsletter, just paste the shortcode that we copied earlier. And as you can see, the newsletter has now been added to our banner. Again, you can select the banner caption alignment from either left or right. The next option is to have a static or a video appointment banner. So all you have to do is you have to copy and paste your appointment code here, and the appointment will be displayed in your banner. Next, you can also have your banner as a slider. So if you select your banner as slider, you can either go for the latest post to be displayed on your banner, you can select various categories, you can select pages, or you can also custom your slider content. There are more options at the bottom. They are very easy and self-explanatory. So please feel free to explore all of these options. If you face any difficulties, you can always leave a question in the comment section below, or you can directly reach out to our support team. I have added the link to creating the support ticket in the description box below, or you can also easily find it in the information link in the customizer. I'm going to select static or a video call to action banner, and I'm going to click on publish. Let's go back to our site and we will give it a refresh. As you can see, the banner section has now been added to our site. Let's go back. Next is the newsletter section. To add in the newsletter section, just click on add a widget. As it is given over here, you have to add in the Blossom Themes email newsletter. You can just manually search for the widget, or easier option is you can search for the widget from here. Just type in email newsletter. Click on it. You can add in the title if you wish to. I'm going to skip adding the title. Now, from under newsletter, click on the drop-down option and select subscribe to the newsletter, which was the newsletter that we had created earlier. And here the newsletter has appeared in your newsletter section. If you wish to upload the newsletter icon, click on upload. Select the image that you wish to add as your newsletter icon. Click on select. And here the newsletter icon is also displaying. After you are done, click on done and click on publish. If you go back to your site and let's give it a refresh, you can see the changes have been made. Let's go back. Next is the About section. Before we make any changes from here, we have to go back to our dashboard once again and we have to create an About page. So back to our dashboard. Go to Pages, click on Add New. Add in the title. Then add in the content of your About page. Go to Featured Image, click on Set Featured Image. Select the image that you wish to add in your About page. Click on Set Featured Image. You can also add in the excerpt if you wish to. Click on Publish. So the About page has been created and published. Now let's go back to our customizer once again. Before we go to the options at the top, let's add in the widget. So click on Add a Widget, and as it is given over here, you have to add in the Blossom Featured Page widget. I can see the widget from here, so click on it. Now, from under Page, you have to select the About page. This is the page that we just created. And as you can see, the content of your About page is now displaying here. If you check in to Show Full Page Content option here, the full page content will be displayed on your About page. And if you check into the Show Featured Image option, the featured image that you had added to your About page will be displayed. You can choose Show Full Page Content if the content of your About page is short. If it is very long, you can choose, just unselect this option. You can choose to show the Read More button. So just select this option and the Read More button will be displayed here. In addition, you can also change the read more text from here. If you wish to, you can also add in the subtitle, which will be displayed somewhere over here. This is the subtitle. If you wish to, you can add it. I'm going to remove the subtitle. And I'm also going to select to show the full page content because the content of my about page is quite short. Now let's go to the options at the top. You can also choose to display the secondary image for your about section. Just click on select image. Then you have to select the image of your choice. Click on choose image. And that particular image will be displayed as the secondary image in your about section. If you want to change the background image, which is displaying somewhere over here, you can simply click on remove, or you can click on change image. Then you can select the image that you wish to add as the background of your about section. After you are done, just click on done and click on publish. Let's go to our site and give it a refresh. And you can see the about section has been added to our site. Let's go back. Next is the client section. To add in the client section, click on add a widget, and as it is given over here, you have to add in the Blossom client logo widget. So I can see the widget from here. Just click on it. Add in the title here. And the title has displayed here. Now, simply click on add another logo. Click on upload. Select the logo that you wish to add. Click on select. Inside of the featured link, you can add in the featured link to the page or the post where you intend your visitors to land on when they click on this link over here. If you do not have the featured link yet, or if you do not want to add it, you can simply leave this box as it is. To add in another logo, you have to click on add another logo. Again, click on upload. Select your logo. Click on select. Following the same process, keep on adding all of the logos that you wish to display on your client logo section. After you are done adding all of the logos, you have to click on apply button. And here all of the logos that you wish to display on your client logo section will appear in a slider style. After you are done, just click on done, or if you want to keep on adding more logos, you can keep on adding more logos. Click on publish. Let's go back to our site and give it a refresh. And here your client logo section has been added to your site. Let's go back. Next is the service section. To add services to your service section, you have to click on add a widget. Now, as it is given here, you have to search and add for Blossom icon text widget. You can either search for the widget from the search bar, or because I can see the widget from here, I'm just going to click on the widget. Now you have to fill in the details. Let's start by adding the title of the service. Add in the description. You can also stretch out the description box from here. After you have added the title and description, they will display here. Now to upload the image of your service number 1, click on upload. Select the image that you wish to add. Click on select. And the image will be displayed here. Scroll down. You can also add the icons from here if you wish to. Then inside of the read more label, you can add in the read more label of your choice. Then inside of the Read More link box, you have to copy and paste the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on the Read More button. After you add in the link, the Read More button will be shown here. Click on Done. To add in another service, click on Add a Widget. Then you have to add in the Blossom Icon Text widget once again. Then you have to fill in the relevant details, and after you are done, you have to click on Done. Following the same process, I have added 2 more services to our service section. Now let's add in the title and description as well to our service section. To add in the title and description, click on Add a Widget. Then as it is given over here, you have to add in the text widget. So type in text into the search bar. Here the widget has appeared. Click on it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize the widget once and I'm going to drag it right on top so that the title and description appears right on top where it is supposed to be shown in our service section. Let's add in the title first. Then let's add in the description. After you add in the title and description, they will be shown on your service section. You can also add in the subtitle if you wish to, which will appear right on top. And here it is displaying right at the top. Click on Done. Now we will also explore the options at the top. The first option is to enable or disable the service count. These are the service counts. If you enable them, they will be displayed, but if you disable them, they will not be displayed anymore. And as you can see, the service count is now enabled. From here, you can change the button label from View All Services to anything else that you wish to. Inside of the button link, just remove this hash sign, then copy and paste the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on this button right here. After you have finished adding all of the services, click on Publish. Let's go to our site and give it a refresh. Scroll down and as you can see, the services have been added to our service section. Let's go back. Next is the Call to Action section. To add in the Call to Action section, as it is given over here, we have to add in the Blossom Call to Action widget. So click on Add a Widget. Here is the Blossom Call to Action widget. Click on it. Now we have to fill in all of the details. Let's start with title. Then let's add in the description. Right now, the title and description are not showing on the Call to Action section because by default, the selected background color is white. So let's select a bit colorful. Let's select this color over here. And here the title and description are now showing. From here, you can select the number of call to action buttons. It can either be 1 or 2. I'm going to select 2 call to action buttons. Add in the button 1 label. Then add in the featured link inside of the button 1 link. As you can see, after you added the button 1 label and the link, our call to action button number 1 is displaying. Let's do the same with button 2 label. After you add button 2 label and button 2 link, your call to action button number 2 will also be displayed here. Now you can select the button alignment from right to left to centered. I'm going to select centered. Now you can also upload a background image as the background of your call to action section. You only have to click on upload. Then you have to select the image of your choice. Let's go with this one. Click on select. After which, the background image will be displayed in your call to action section. You can also add in the subtitle if you wish to. And your subtitle will be displayed right on top. So this is what your call to action section looks like. Click on done and click on publish. Let's go to our site. Give it a refresh. And as you can see, the call to action section has now been added to our site. Back to our customizer. Next is the testimonial section. We will explore all of the options at the top later. Let's add in the testimonials first. So click on add a widget. And as it is given over here, you have to add in the Blossom testimonial widget. So inside of the search bar, type in testimonial. And here the widget has appeared. Click on it. It is very simple to add in the testimonial now. You only have to add in the name of your client, their designation. Then you have to add in the testimonial from them. Let's finish adding all of the details one by one. To upload the image of your client, click on upload. Select the image of your client, click on select. And here your client image, their name and designation along with the testimonial will be displayed. Click on done. To add in another testimonial, click on add a widget, then follow the same process. Following the same process, I have added 2 more testimonials. After you have finished adding all of the testimonials, click on done. Now we will go to the options at the top. From here, you can enable or disable the testimonial count. This is the testimonial count, so you can either disable or you can enable the testimonial count. From here, you can change the section subtitle. Remove the section subtitle that is already given here in default, then add in the subtitle of your choice. You can do the same for the section title. You can do the same for the section description. From here, you can enable or disable the auto transition of the testimonial. If you enable this option, your testimonial will auto transition like it is doing right now. If you disable this, then it will not auto transition. From here, you can enable or disable the testimonial loop so that your testimonials keep on going on in a loop even when they come to an end. Then from here, you can control the speed of the transition of your testimonial. So you can play around with this option and select the speed of your choice. From here, you can increase or decrease the font size of your testimonial content. If you slide this button over, then you can increase the size or the font size of your testimonial content. And if you slide this button under, the font size of your testimonial content will be decreased. From here, you can change the button label of your testimonial section. Then you can add in the featured link inside of the button link box. Let's remove the hash sign. And we will add in the featured link. After you are done with your testimonial section, let's click on publish. Let's go back to our site and give it a refresh. As you can see, the testimonial section has now been added to our site and it is showing in a slider. Let's go back. Next is the process section. Before we explore the options at the top, let's add in the process to our process section. So click on Add New Process here. Add in the title to your process. Then add in the description. To add in the image, click on Add Image. Then you have to select the image. Click on Select. After which, your first process or process number 1 has been added to your process section. Scroll down to add in another process. You have to click on Add New Process. Then add in the title, description, and add in the image of your process number 2. Following the same process, I have added 3 more processes. After you are done adding all of your processes, let's go to the options at the top now. From here, you can change the section title from My Processes to anything else that you wish to. Just remove the title that is given here in default, then add in the title of your choice. You can do the same with the section subtitle, and the same goes for the section description. Okay, let's remove the section description that was here, and I'm going to add in a different section description. So whatever I add in here will be displayed over here. You can also add or remove the background image of your choice. This is the background image that is given here in default. This faint image that is given here. From here, you can enable or disable the auto transition of the process. As you can see, the processes are going on from one to another. So if you disable this option, the processes will not transition from one to another as it was doing before. You have to manually go through each of them. Next, you can keep the process going on in a loop even when it has come to an end. If you enable this option, from here you can select the process speed. Again, you can play around with this option and you can settle for the speed that you think is the best for your process section. After you are done adding all of the processes, click on Publish. Now we will go to our site. Let's give it a refresh. And here, your process section has been added to your site. Let's go back. Next is the blog section. So by default, your blog section is enabled and it is displayed on your front page. All the blog posts that you create, the latest blog post will appear on the front page. To explore more on this section, let's go ahead and create our very first blog post. Back to our dashboard. To create your very first post, you have to go to Post and click on Add New. I have also added link in the description box below to a video that will give you in-depth tutorial on how you can create your very first post using the Gutenberg editor. That video is very helpful, so go ahead and check that out. I will give you a brief explanation on how you can create your very first blog post from here. Let's start by adding the title. Then add in the content. From the right hand side, go to Post. Now we will create new categories and assign them to the post. Click on Add New Category. Give your category a name. Then either click on Enter or click on Add New Category. You can create more categories and assign them to your post if you wish to. You can also add in the tags, but make sure that if you add the tags, you separate them with the commas or the Enter key. To set the featured image, click on Set Featured Image. Select the image of your choice. click on Set Featured Image. Now let's publish our blog post. So our very first blog post has been published. If you open the link in the new tab, this is what your blog post looks like. Let's go back to our dashboard. If you go back to Dashboard Home and go to All Posts, this is the only blog post that I have created. Let me pause the video for a while, create a few more posts, and we will continue with the video. As you can see from the screen, I have added a few more posts. Now we will go back to our customizer, and I'm just going to give it a refresh, just so that all the changes that we have made from the dashboard also gets reflected here. Now we will go to Frontpage Settings and go to Blog Section. And as you can see, all of the latest blog posts have appeared on the blog section. From here, you can change the section title. It is the same with the section subtitle and the section description. If you wish to change the Read More label, then you can do it from here. And you can change the View All label from the current label to any other title or label of your choice. Click on Publish after you have made the changes. Let's go back to our site, give it a refresh, and as you can see, the blog section has now been added to our site. Back to our customizer. Next is the Resource section. We will add the resources first and we will come back to the options at the top later on. So click on Add New Source. Click on Add Image. Now select the image of your choice. Click on Select. Add in the title. Add in the description. Then add in the subtitle, which will display right on top. You can add in the button label from here, then you can add in the featured link inside of the Add URL box. Let's add in the button label first. Then you have to add in the link to the page or the post where you intend your visitors to land on when they click on the button label, which will be displayed after you add in the featured link or the URL. And after you add the URL, your button label will be displayed. If you wish to add new resource, click on Add New Resources. Then you have to follow the same process. I have added 2 more resources following the same process. After you are done adding all of the resources, we will go to the top. So from here, you can change the section title and you can do the same with the section subtitle. If you wish to add in the section description, then you can add in the description into the section description box. From here, you can change the button label. Then add your featured link inside of the button link. After you are done, click on Publish. Let's go back to our site and give it a refresh. And you will see the Resources section has now been added to our site. Let's go back. Next is the Contact section. To add in the Contact section, you have to add in the Blossom Contact widget as it is given here. So click on Add a Widget. And here is the Blossom Contact widget. Click on it. Now you have to fill out the details. You have to add in the title, description, telephone, email, and address of your business. Let's start by adding the title. Add in the description, then fill out the rest of the details. After you add in the details, they will be displayed here. If you wish to add in the social media icons, click on Add Social Icon. Search for the social media that you want to add. So for example, if it is Facebook, search for Facebook. After the icon has appeared, click on it. Inside of the link box, you have to copy and paste the link to your official social media page. In this case, you have to copy and paste the link to your official Facebook page or profile. Following the same process, you can keep on adding more social media links. After you are done, click on Apply, and the social media links will be displayed here. If you wish to change the contact section social title, you can do that from here. Click on Done. Now, to add in a contact form, click on Add a Widget, and this time you have to add in the text widget as it is given here. So search for text widget by typing in text from the search bar. Here the widget has appeared, click on it. Add in the title. To display the contact form, we have to go back to the dashboard, go to the Contact plugin, click on Contact Forms, copy the shortcode from here, come back to the customizer and paste it. After which, the contact form will be displayed here. If you wish to, you can also add in the subtitle from here. After you are done, click on Done. You can select a different background image from what is displaying right now. This is the background image. If you wish to remove it, click on Remove button. If you want to change the background image, click on Change Image. Select the image of your choice and you have to click on Choose Image. After you are done, click on Publish. Let's go to our site, give it a refresh. And here the contact section is now displaying. Back to our customizer. Next is the Call to Action 2 section. So we have already added one Call to Action section on the top. Now let's add Call to Action section number 2 over here. Click on Add a Widget. The process of adding Call to Action section number 2 is the same as adding Call to Action section like how we did earlier. So as it is given here, we have to add the Blossom Call to Action widget. Click on the widget. Like we did earlier, we have to fill out the details. Select your call to action buttons. I'm going to select one call to action button this time. Add in the button 1 label, then add in the featured link inside of the button 1 link box. You can select the button alignment from right, left and centered. I'm happy with right button alignment. You can also select the background color from here. Click on Select Color. Then you can select the color of your choice. You can also add in the subtitle if you wish to. Click on Done after you have made the necessary changes. Click on Publish to save those changes. Back to our site. Give it a refresh. And as you can see, the Call to Action section number 2 has also been added to our site. Let's go back. Next is the Sort Front Page section. From here, you can sort or toggle various front page sections that are given here. Let's take the example of Newsletter section. If you do not want the Newsletter section to be displayed, click on the eye icon and the Newsletter section will not be displayed anymore. Let's make it reappear. If you want the Newsletter section to be displayed underneath About section, just drag and drop it and it will be displayed right underneath the About section. You can follow the same process for the rest of the sections. I'm going to put Newsletter section back to where it was before. If you have made any changes, don't forget to hit Unpublish. Next is the One Page Settings. So if you enable the section menu from here, just enable the toggle. Then all of your front page sections will be displayed as your menu. From here, you can enable or disable the home link. If you disable the toggle, the home link will not be shown anymore. If you enable it, the home link will be displayed. If you want to hide any of the sections and you don't want them to appear on the menu, you simply have to leave that particular section menu label blank. So for example, if you do not want to display the About section on the menu, just remove the label that was here earlier, leave the About section menu label blank, and the About section will not be displayed anymore. That is the same with the rest of the sections. I'm going to disable the section menu, but you can go ahead and enable it if you wish to. We are finally done with all of the front page settings. Let's go back. After site identity, I had left out appearance, layout, and typography settings. So let's go into these. Starting with appearance settings, the first option is colors. So from here you can change the primary, secondary font and the background color of your site. The first option is primary color, which is now selected as this dark orange color. Just pick the color from the palette here. So let's say it is red. Then move around your pointer and your slider to get to the shade of your choice. And as you can see, the color has been changed. The same thing with the secondary color, which is now this blue color. Just click on select color. Process is same. Just select the color from the color palette, then move around your pointer and your slider. And as you can see, the color is now changed. Same thing with the font color. Currently, the font color is black. Click on select color, then just select the color of your choice. And as you can see, the font color has been changed and it is now reflecting throughout your site. For the background color, again, click on select color. So right now it is this light, faint orange color. If you want it to be white, just click on white. And the background color will change to white. I'm going to set all of them back to default, but you can go ahead, play around with the options and select the color that you like the best. Let's go back. Next is background. From here you can select the body background of your site. It can either be image. So if you want to select an image, you have to click on select image. Select the image of your choice. I have just randomly selected this image. Click on choose image. And this particular image will be displayed as the background of your site. There are more options at the bottom. They are pretty much self-explanatory. Please feel free to explore them. If you have any questions, make sure you drop them down in the comment section below. So instead of background image, let me remove this real quick. If you want to select a pattern, click on pattern. And you can select from any one of these 64 awesome background patterns. So go ahead and select the one that you like the most. And as you can see, the background is now changed into one of the patterns that we have selected from here. If you select no BG, it stands for no background. It will remove any background that you have added from here. Next is the layout settings. The first option is the header layout. So you can select from any one of the 6 header layout options that are here. Let's select the 4th layout, and as you can see, the design has changed. Just play around with the options and you can select the one that you like the most. I'm going to set it back to the first layout. If you have made any changes, don't forget to hit unpublish. I will come back to single post layout later on. Let's jump to CTA static banner layout. You can select the CTA static banner layout, which is the current layout we have selected, from 6 different layout design options that are given here. So again, you can just go ahead and explore the options that are here. Then you can go ahead and select the one that you like the most. I'm going to select the first layout option. Next is the slider layout. If you have selected your banner as a slider, then you can select from one of the two design layout options for your slider. Next is the blog page layout. So let's go to our blog page. Currently, the first option has been chosen. You can go with the second or the third option, which displays your blog posts like this. I'm going to select the second option and I'm just going to click on Publish to save the changes. Now we will go to single post layout. So let's go to one of the single post. There are 4 layout options for your single post. The first option has been selected for now. You can select from the 4 of the layout options that are given here. So you can go ahead and make your preference. I'm going to stick with the layout number 1 for the single post. Now let's go to general sidebar layout. From here you can select your page, your post and default sidebar layout. From under page sidebar layout, you can select from 4 of the different layout options for your individual pages. So currently the first option is chosen. Okay, let's go to our site and we will try changing the layout of our about page. So let's go to our about page, back to our customizer. Let's select the 4th option, that is to have the right sidebar layout. Click on Publish. Go back to your about page in your site and give it a refresh. As you can see, your about page now has right sidebar layout to it. Back to our customizer, you can select from any of the layout options that are available here. Next is the post sidebar layout. From here, you can change the general sidebar layout for your post and custom post. So the 4th option, that is the right sidebar layout, has been chosen for your individual post. So let's select the left sidebar layout. And as you can see, the sidebar has moved to left. You can select from any of the layout options that are available here. Next is the default sidebar layout. This is the general sidebar layout for whole site. To explore this option, let's go to our blog page. So as you can see from here, the right sidebar layout is selected. If you go for the first option, which is to not have any sidebars at all, you will see the sidebar is now not displaying on your blog page. If you select the second option, then the sidebar layout will come to left, which is the left sidebar layout option. I will select the third option. Next is the Pagination Settings. So if you scroll all the way down to the bottom in your blog page, this is the pagination. You can select from 4 of the different options available here. So you can select either default, you can select load more button, or you can select the auto infinite scroll. I'm going to select the numbered pagination type like how it was before, but you can go ahead and make your preference. Next is the typography. So from under body settings, you can select the primary and the secondary font of your site. Just select one of the fonts from the list of available fonts. Then the primary font will be changed throughout your site. It is the same with the secondary font. Just select the one from the list of available options, and as you can see, the secondary font has also changed. You can slide this button over or under to change the font size of your entire site. You can click the link here to see the list of supported Google fonts, and I will come back to locally host Google fonts. Let me change the fonts back to the way they were before, but you can go ahead and make your preference. I have changed the primary secondary font as well as the font size to the way they were before. So from the header settings, you can select the H1 font. You simply have to select the font family, then you have to select the font style, and you can increase or decrease the font size by sliding this button under or over. It is the same with the rest of the header settings. Let's go to the general settings. Under general settings, we have already configured the top bar, header and social media settings. So we will directly go to social sharing. Let's go to one of our blog posts to explore these options. These are the social sharing buttons. If you disable this, then the social sharing buttons will not be displayed anymore, as opposed to when you enable the toggle, the social sharing buttons will be displayed. In addition to that, there are more social sharing buttons that are not visible right now. To make them visible, you only have to click on the eye icon, and the social sharing buttons that you select to make visible will be displayed here. If you wish to sort them, you simply have to drag the social sharing button of your choice and drop it to the position of your choice. Whatever order you put them in here will be reflected over here. Click on Publish to save the changes. Next is the SEO settings. The first option is to enable the last updated post date. If you enable the toggle, then every time you edit or update a post, the last updated post date will be displayed. Like for example, how it is displaying on this post on the screen right now. Next option is to enable or disable the breadcrumb. This right here is the breadcrumb. You can either disable or enable them. And you can change the breadcrumb home text from here. I would highly recommend you to enable both the options because they highly contribute to your SEO. Click on Publish to save the changes. Next is the sidebar settings. Using this option, you can create unlimited sidebar for your post and pages. I will not go into this option in this video. Please feel free to explore the option. But if you want me to make a separate video on sidebar settings, then please do let me know in the comments section below. Next is the performance settings. The first three options are lazy load content images, and lazy load gravatar. When you enable the lazy load options, it will delay the loading of images, which will improve your site loading speed. However, if you have used any other external plugins, then you should keep it disabled, as it will create a conflict and your images will not load. Next is the default JavaScript. I will briefly explain it. So if you enable this toggle here, it will inform the browser to delay loading some of the JavaScript, which will improve your site loading speed. Next is the remove version parameters. At the end of your file is a version parameter. If you enable this, it will improve your speed on some speed testing website. I will enable both the options. Next is the locally host Google Fonts. So if you enable this option, this gives you an option to host Google Fonts on your server. By default, the theme fetches the font from the Google, but if you enable this option, the theme downloads the font on your server, and doing that makes loading your fonts quicker. So I would highly recommend you to enable it. After you have made the changes, click on Publish. Let's go to newsletter settings. So we have already created and added a newsletter in the homepage right underneath the banner. With the help of this option, you will be able to display newsletter in your single blog post. So let's scroll all the way down to the bottom. And to add in the newsletter section, we have to add a newsletter shortcode. Let's go back to our dashboard. Go to Blossom Themes Email Newsletter. Click on All Newsletters. Just copy the shortcode. This was the newsletter that we created earlier. Back to our customizer, and we are just going to paste the shortcode here. And as you can see, the newsletter is now displaying on our single post. Click on Publish. Next is the Instagram settings. Let's go back to our home page and scroll all the way down to the bottom, right where Instagram section is supposed to show. I have added a link in the description box below to a video that will give you in-depth tutorial on how you can configure your Instagram section for your site. That video also includes the issues that you might face while configuring the Instagram settings. I will just briefly explain to you on how you can integrate Instagram section to your site in this video. So first of all, you have to click the link over here. Now click on Connect with Instagram. Because I have already connected the Blossom Themes Instagram account with other site, it is showing me a message like this. For you, it will ask you to fill in your login credentials and click on Authorize or Allow. You must have noticed the access token and the rest of the information has been filled in. You can enable or disable the options at the bottom and click on Save Changes. As soon as you click on Save Changes, your Connect with Instagram button changes to Reconnect with Instagram, which means the configuration has happened successfully. Now let's cross out these tabs and we will go back to our customizer. So let's enable the Instagram section, disable it, and then enable it again. As you can see, the Instagram section has now been added to our site. The reason I disabled and enabled the Instagram section twice was to refresh our customizer tab, after which our Instagram section now displays in our site. Click on Publish. Let's go back to our site, go to Homepage, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and the Instagram section has now been added to our site. Let's go back. So next is the Miscellaneous Settings. Here are various miscellaneous settings. Please feel free to explore the options. If you find any difficulties, then please directly reach out to our support team, or you can also leave your questions in the comment section below. I will answer all of them. Let's explore a couple of options here. You can change your 404 image from here. Then you have options like Last Widget Sticky. So if you just go to your blog post once again, you can make the last widget of your sidebar sticky if you enable this option. The last sidebar widget will be sticky, and you can take advantage of this option by adding various call to action widgets as your last sidebar widget. Then you can also show the first letter of word in post or page in drop cap if you enable the drop cap option. Click on Publish to save the changes. The last one is the Google Analytics settings. For your Google Analytics settings, you have to copy and paste your Google Analytics code over here and you have to click on Publish. You will not require any external plugins for your Google Analytics settings. I have also added a link in the description box below that will help you with detailed Google Analytics settings and adding the Google Analytics code. Let's go back. We are finally done with our general settings. For the event settings, I have made a separate video. You will find the link in the description box below, so make sure you check that video out. Next is the Elementor Settings. Elementor is a page builder plugin which allows you to customize the content of your front page. If you enable this option, it lets you edit your home page using Elementor, which overrides all the sections and content of your home page. Let's go back. Before we go into menus, I will show you how you can create your contact page. So back to our dashboard, go to Contact plugin, click on Contact Forms. Copy the shortcode from Contact Form 1. Now go to Pages, click on Add New. Add in the title for your contact page. You can add in the message to your contact page here, then you have to paste the shortcode that we just copied. After this, click on Publish. The contact page is now created. If you open the contact page in the new tab from here, this is what your contact page looks like on your site. Let's go back to the dashboard. If you wish to add in a featured image, then you can add the featured image from here. Let's go back. And we will go back to our customizer. Now we will go to menus. There are two ways through which you can create menus for your site. One is from the dashboard and the second is from the customizer itself. In this video, I will show you how to create menus from the customizer. But I have added a link in the description box below to a video that will give you in-depth tutorial on how you can create a navigation menu for your site. So make sure you check that out. Now, click on Create New Menu. Give your menu a name. Select the menu location as primary, which is the location right over here. Click on Next. Now you have to start adding items to your menu. Click on Add Items. You can select from Pages, Post, or the other item options that are here, including the Custom Links option. So from under Pages, I'm going to select Home, Blog, Contact, and About page. You can also sort your menu items like this. After you are done, click on Publish. And as you can see, the primary menu is now showing on our site. Actually, let's go back to our home page. So this is what our menu looks like. To create the secondary menu, go back, click on Create New Menu, give your menu a name. Now, following the process earlier, we will select the menu location as secondary, which is the location over here. Click on Next. Click on Add Items, then you can add the items of your choice from the available items here. For the secondary menu, I'm going to add in various categories. Then click on Publish. After which, your menu will display here. Let's go back. Now, click on Create New Menu once again. We will create Footer menu. Give your menu a name. Select the menu location as Footer. Let's scroll all the way down to the bottom, right where Footer menu is supposed to be shown. Click on Next. Click on Add Items and you can add in the items of your choice. For your footer menu, you can add your terms and conditions and your privacy policy pages through custom links. So click on Custom Links, add in the URL to your terms and conditions page, then add in the link text and click on Add to Menu. I have added privacy policy following the same process, after which the terms and conditions and privacy policy pages will be added to your footer menu. Click on Publish. Now we will go back. Next is the widgets. The first option is sidebar. So we will go to our blog page to explore this option. Here are a bunch of sidebars that are showing in default. Let me remove all of them one by one. To add widgets to your sidebar, click on Add Widget. Then you can select from the list of available widgets that will appear on your sidebar. We will add Blossom Author Bio. This widget will display the information of the author on the sidebar. I'm going to skip adding the title, but you can add it if you wish to. Let's add in the author name. You can display the photo either from Gravatar or you can upload your own photo. Click on Upload. Select the image of your choice. Click on Select. Add in the description. To display your signature, if you already have the image of your signature, you can click on Uploaded Photo and upload your signature. If you do not have your signature image yet, then you can also type it out. Just select text from under Display Signature from option, then type in your name. which will be displayed over here. You can add in the button label from here. Then you can add in the button link over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the website. Let's give it a refresh. Go to our About page. Copy the link to our About page. Come back to the customizer and paste the link inside the button link box. After which, the button will be displayed over here, and when your visitors click on this button, they will land in your About page. If you wish to add the social profile, click on Add Social Profile, search for the social media that you want to add, click on the icon after the icon has appeared, then add in the link to the respective social media inside of the link box. Keep on adding all of the social media profiles that you wish to display underneath your author bio. After you are done adding all of the social media icons, click on Apply, and they will be displayed over here. Click on Done. So following the same process, you can click on Add a Widget and add in the other widgets that are available here for your sidebar. Click on Publish. Let's go back. Now let's configure our footer areas. The process of configuring footer areas are the same. So I will show you how to configure your footer area number 1, and you can follow the same process for your footer areas 2, 3, and 4. If you want us to create an in-depth tutorial on widgets, then please do let us know in the comment section below. So let's go to footer area number 1. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, right where footer area is supposed to display. So click on Add a Widget and you can select from the list of available widgets that are given here. So let's say for footer area number 1, I want to display Blossom Recent Post. Just click on the widget. This widget will display all of the recent blog posts in your footer area number 1. You can change the title from here. You can change the number of posts from here. You can either decrease or increase number of posts to be displayed. Then you can select to show the thumbnail of the post, and you can enable to show the post date by checking into these boxes here. From under layout, you can select from the style layout 1, 2, or style number 3. I'm going with style layout number 1. This one, then click on Done. So this is the same process that you have to follow for footer area number 2, 3, and 4. I'm not going to be adding the footer areas to my site, but you can go ahead, follow this process and add and configure the footer areas for your site. Let's go back. We have already configured the homepage settings, so let's go to footer settings. From here, you can change the footer copyright text as well as hide the author link and the WordPress link. You can also use the year shortcode to display the current year and the site link shortcode to display the site link. So I'm just going to copy the copyright text here and paste it over here. You can replace the default copyright text with the copyright text of your choice. Let's remove the year and the site name, and we will use the shortcode that are given here. Let's copy the year shortcode from here and paste it here. And we will also copy the site link shortcode to display the site link. As you can see, the current year and the site link is now displaying on our footer copyright text. You can also add or remove rest of the information. Then you can toggle the buttons here to hide the author link and the WordPress link. After you are done, click on Publish. Let's go back. Next is the WooCommerce settings. These settings are applicable if you have created a shop section within your website. Next is the additional CSS. From here, you can add your own CSS code From here, you can add your own CSS code to customize the appearance and layout of your site. You only have to copy and paste this CSS code here, then click on Publish. The last option is the Customizer Reset. So all the changes that you have made from Customizer up until now can be erased by clicking on Reset. Since the process is irreversible, make sure that you have read all of the information that is given here before you press this button. So if you click over here, it will show a timer that will give you an option to press no. If you do not press no, then all of the settings will be gone. This can be useful if you want to completely erase everything on your site, all of the settings that you have made via Customizer, and if you want to restart with the Customizer settings or as and when you need it. Let's go back and we will go to the top, back to our home page. So that was it about the Customizer settings of Seva WordPress theme. Now we will head over to customize the page templates that you get with Seva WordPress theme. Now we will go ahead and set up various page templates that come with the theme, like About, Testimonial, Contact, Services, all of the templates that I showed you while we were going through the demo page in the very beginning. To be able to do that, we have to first of all import these Elementor templates. So let's go over to import Elementor templates. You will be able to access this page from the text documentation of Seva WordPress theme. So these are the Elementor templates. You will be able to preview them by clicking on the links. Now to download them, just click on download. And the zip file will be downloaded. Let's go to our dashboard next. You have to make sure that the Elementor plugin is installed and activated. This was one of the recommended plugins at the beginning when we installed and activated our theme. So go to Templates, click on Saved Templates. Now click on Import Templates. Just drag and drop this file here and click on Import Now. This might take some time depending upon the speed that you have. So the templates are imported. One further step that needs to be taken is to assign the Elementor page template. So what you can do is select all of the page templates. From the drop-down option, click on Edit and click on Apply. From under Template, select Elementor Full Width and click on Update. This will apply full width template to all. Since we also have included a proper landing page to help you optimize your conversion, we also need to assign those pages as Elementor Canvas. So those pages are Consulting Landing Page, Subscription Confirmation Page, Newsletter Landing Page, Ebook Landing Page. So after we have selected these pages, again from the drop-down option, click on Edit, click on Apply. From under Template, you have to select Elementor Canvas and click on Update. The difference between full width and canvas templates are that while there are no header settings in the canvas, it has full blank page, but full width templates has containers in it. So when you assign the canvas template, there are no headers and only content is displayed. There are also different options. You can edit the default template. However, we don't recommend you to do that. Instead, we can import this template and customize it according to your need. So let's do that. Go to Pages, click on All Pages. We have already created an About page, but for the template, we are going to create a different About page. So before we create the page, what I'm going to do is click on Quick Edit, and I'm going to quickly change the title so that there is no confusion between the About pages. Click on Update. Now we will create a new About page. So click on Add New. Add in the title. From the right hand side, from under Template, select Elementor full width, click on Publish. So the About page has been created. Let's open the page in the new tab in our site. So this is what it currently looks like. Let's go back. Now click on Edit with Elementor. So this is the Elementor interface, and here are different elements that you can drag and drop to customize this page. However, for this tutorial, I will show you how to get the exact page template. So to do that, click on this folder icon, go to My Templates and select About Page, click on Insert, click on Yes. As you can see, we have imported the template just like how it was displaying in the demo page. Now I will show you how to edit this template. I will not go in depth, but I will briefly guide you to the things that you need to know to fully customize this template. So let's say, for example, if you click on one of the components, here under Content, you'll find settings for various elements and widgets that have been added. From under Style, you will find the customization options, and from under Advanced, you will find furthermore options. Then I will also recommend you to toggle the navigator. After you click here, the navigator will appear on the right side of your page. From here, you can see different sections of the page template, and I will show you the benefits of enabling the navigator in a moment. As I mentioned before, these are just the different elements, and I'm only giving you a brief explanation. If you want a separate in-depth tutorial on Elementor, just let me know in the comments section below, and I will create a separate video on Elementor and also how to configure it in depth. Before we start editing, let's configure some of the default settings. So for that, go to this hamburger icon, go to Site Settings. Here we will configure global colors, global fonts and typography. This will help you to change the color and fonts of the entire website with just a click. Let's go to global colors. From here you can set primary, secondary text and accent colors. To change the color, click here. You can move around these pointers to get to the color of your choice. I'm going to select this dark red color. You can also add in the hex value if you wish to, and from here you can select the shade of your choice. Let's select secondary color following the same process. Let's go with blue. For text, I'm going to select black, and for accent, for accent, I will select the same color that I had chosen for secondary. I'm simply going to copy the hash value, go to accent and paste it here. After you are done, click on Update. Let's go back. One more thing. If you wish to add more colors, you can click on Add Color and add the color of your choice. Let me delete this one. Go back. Next is the global fonts. From here you can set the primary, secondary text and accent fonts. We recommend you to not select too many fonts. What you can do is, for primary and text, you can select one font and select the same font for secondary and accent. If you wish to add more style, then you can click on Add Style and add it from here. I'm going to delete this. Now let's select our primary font. Click here, then you can select from the list of available fonts. Let's go with this one. Now for secondary, let's follow the same process and we will select the font that we want to add. Then we will add the same font as we added for primary for text, and we will add the same font as we added for secondary for the accent. After you are done, click on Update. We will go back. Let's go to Typography. From here you can set the default typography like body color. To set the color, click on this globe icon. Now you can select from the list of already defined colors. I'm going to select text. Now for the typography, again click on this globe icon. We will select text. We will not go into link for now. Now for H1, click on this globe icon once again. We will select text, and from under typography, we are going to select text. And I will do the same for the rest of the header options. After you are done, click on Update. Let's go back. We are now ready to move ahead and start editing and customizing our page template. Let's cross this one out. Now let's start editing this page template. You can easily delete the sections that you don't want to display on your page template, and you can also duplicate the sections that you want to duplicate. Let's do that. Now if you want to edit something, let's say you want to edit this title, just select the component from here. So instead of the title as hello there, if you want to add in hi there, just type in hi into the title box and it will be displayed over here. If you want to change the name from here, just select this component and from here you can change the name. You can also select the alignment from the alignment options that are given here. And if you wish to change the description, just click on the description component and you can edit the description by adding in the description of your choice. And if you want to change the image, let's put this navigator somewhere over here. You only have to click on the component, and from here you can click on choose image. Then you can select the image of your choice. Let's go with this one. Click on insert media and you can see the image has been changed. You can also select the alignment from here. Now if you want to change the color of the text here, just simply select the component, go over to style, click on this globe icon, and you can select from the list of predefined global colors. Let's select primary. And if you don't want to select from the list of the default colors, you can always click here and you can move around this pointer. You can play around with the options from the color options that are given here. I'm going to select primary. Now also for typography, click on custom. You can select from the list of predefined fonts. Let's select primary, or you can also select the secondary font. The advantage of setting the default settings in the beginning is that while we get to select from the predefined global colors and also the fonts, let's say for example I have selected the same font and color for this particular text. So from under style I will select the primary, and from under typography I have selected the secondary font. In the future, if I have to update the typography and the text color of both of these components, I do not have to individually go to each of them to edit them. All I'll have to do is, I'll have to go back to this hamburger icon, go to site settings, then I'll have to go to global colors, click over here, then I'll have to select the primary color. And if you notice, the color that I select from here will be reflected throughout the entire site. I will not have to manually change both of these. And it is the same with the font. Let's go back, go to global fonts. If I want to change the font style of both of the selected components, I can simply click on the secondary font here. Click over here, then I can search for the font that I wish to add, or I can select it from here. And as you can see, with just a single click, both the changes have been made. So this is the advantage of the default settings. This makes your work very much easier. I'm going to click on update. Let's cross this one out. I'm also going to set the color back to black for both the components. From here, I'm doing this manually. So apart from these options, if you wish to delete any of the components that are already here, let's say you want to delete the video section, just click on this delete section and the section will be deleted. If you want to duplicate any section, let's say you want to duplicate the testimonial section for you to add more testimonials, just click over here to select the entire section and right click, then click on duplicate. This will duplicate the testimonial section for you. Similarly, you can also add in the links. So just click over here, replace this hash symbol with the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on this link right over here. If you wish to change the text, you can do it from here. In this way, you can edit out various elements and components of your About page template. Now let's move on to this navigator. So from here, you can see various sections. If you select one of the sections, let's select the team section from here. And as soon as you select the team section, the navigator will automatically select this particular section. So let's say you do not want this section to appear, you want to hide it. You simply have to click on this eye icon and that particular section will not be displayed anymore. Similarly, if you do not want to display the call to action section, just select this section from here. It will automatically select this particular section in the navigator. You can make it disappear as well. And when you enable the eye icons, both the sections will be shown in your About page. Using the navigator, you can also sort various sections altogether. Let me just close these sections. So let's say I want to move the team section right on the third position. So I'm just going to click on the team section once again, and it has automatically selected the team section in the navigator. So I will just drag it and I will drop it on the third position, after which the team section will appear on the third position right below the text. So this is the advantage of the navigator. You can easily toggle it on and off from here. So this is very easy and convenient to edit your page template. If you have any more confusions or questions, please leave them down in the comment section below. As I have said before, this is not an in-depth explanation. This is just a brief explanation. So if you want me to make a separate in-depth tutorial, please let me know in the comment section below. So this is how you do it. I'm going to toggle off the navigator and I'm going to click on update. So let's go to About page on our site and we will give it a refresh. And as you can see, the service page template is now displaying on our site. Let's go to the top and we will go back. We will do the same for 3 more page templates. We have already completed the About page template. Now we will do the same for service, testimonial, and contact. So I'm going to click on the hamburger icon and I'm going to exit to dashboard. Now for the service page, we have to do the same. Click on Add New. Give the title as Services. From under Templates, select Elementor Full Width and click on Publish. Okay, I'm going to cross out the About page and I'm going to open the service page in the new window. Now we will click on Edit with Elementor. Click on the folder. Go to My Templates and we will select one of the service detail page. Okay, let's select service page instead. Click on Insert. Click on Yes. As you can see, the template has been imported. Now let's start editing this page as well. Let's start by replacing the background image. So click over here, go to Style, and to change the image, click on Choose Image. Select the image of your choice, click on Insert Media, and here the background image of the banner will be changed. Again, like we did before, if you want to change the text, just select the component here, and you can change the text and add in the text of your choice. Remove it, then just type out the title. Again, if you want to change the font color, go to Style, click on the globe icon. You can either select from the list of predefined colors, or you can select your own color from here. Come down. You can edit out your service section. From here, you can choose the image. Then you can add in the text of your choice. You can also add in the custom links. Just click on this component. Now, like we did earlier, replace this hash symbol with the link to the page or the post where you want your visitors to land on when they click on this button over here. Then you can change it as Read More or any other text of your choice. I'm going to change it back to Learn More. You can also duplicate and remove the sections that you don't want to display. So following the same process, you can easily edit out your service page template. Let's go to the top. We will click on Update. Let's go over to our service page template, give it a refresh. And as you can see, your service page template is now displaying on your site. Let's go back. I want to remove a couple of things. Okay, maybe this one and these right here. I'm going to click on Update, go back, give my page a refresh. And the changes have been made. Let's go back. Now again, go to the hamburger icon and click to Exit to Dashboard. Back to the dashboard. For our third page template, it is the testimonial, so click on Add New. Let's add in the title as Testimonial. Again, from under Template, select Elementor Full Width. Click on Publish. Let's view this page in the new tab. So this is what it currently looks like. Let's go back, click on Edit with Elementor. Again, click on the folder icon. Go to My Templates and let's search for the Testimonials, and here it is at the very end. Click on Insert, click on Yes. And we have successfully imported the template page. Let's go to the top. Again, if you want to change the background image, click over here, go to Style, click on Choose Image and select the image of your choice. Let's go with this one. Click on Insert Media, and here the background image has changed. If you want to change in the titles and text, just click on the component and you can change the title and the text from here. Scroll down. If you wish to change the name of your client, just click here, then add in the name. Then you can change the title by clicking onto the component and you can add in the title from here. To add in the image, just select this component. You will see the option to select the image of your client. So just click on Choose Image. Then select the image of your choice, click on Insert Media, and here the image of your client will be displayed. You can add in the testimonial from your client here, then you can add in the title of your testimonial from here. You can do the same for the rest of the testimonials. To add in the video testimonial, if you wish to add the video, just click here. Then here you'll see the option to add in the link to your video. Just remove the link that is already given here. Then you have to copy and paste the link to your YouTube video here. There are also more options for the video here, but first let's click on the play button. And here your client testimonial video will be displayed. You can change the text here, you can change the name of your client, and you can add in the designation from here. So let's scroll down. You can add more testimonials, the name of your clients, the designation into the respective testimonials boxes here. If you wish to remove some of the testimonial elements, just click here to delete the testimonials. I have added images to all of the client testimonial section in the testimonials page template. After you are done, let's click on Update. Go to the top, let's go to Testimonial and give it a refresh. And here, the testimonial page template is now displaying on our site. Go to the top. Let's cross out this tab, let's go back, and again we will exit to Dashboard. Let's go back. And now finally we will edit our contact page template. We have already created a contact page. So let's go to Contact Us and click on Edit. I'm not going to create a different contact page for this one. So from the right hand side, under Template, select Elementor Full Width and click on Update. So the Contact Us page has been updated. And this is what it looks like currently. Now we will edit this. Let's go back. Again, click on Edit with Elementor. Let me quickly remove the form that I had added. So click on this folder icon again. Go to My Templates, and this time we will insert the contact page. Click on Insert, click on Yes. If you wish to preview the templates, you can also click on the Preview button. And as you can see, we have successfully imported our contact page template. Let's go to the top. Now again, if you want to change the background image, click on this Edit section option. Go to Style. Click on Choose Image. Let's select this one. Click on Insert Media. If you want to change in the titles and the content, you can do that from here. You can also edit out the location, you can edit the contact number, your email address, and you can also edit the various social media links. So to edit the icon, click over here, then click on Icon Library. Select for the icon that you wish to add. So let's say you want to add in LinkedIn. Search for LinkedIn, and here the LinkedIn icon has appeared. Click on it. Click on Insert. The LinkedIn icon has appeared. Then inside of the link box, just remove this hash symbol. You have to copy and paste the link to your official LinkedIn page inside of the link box. Then you can do the same for the rest of the social media icons. For adding the contact form, it is now displaying contact form not found. So just select the contact form option here. Then add in the shortcode. What you can do is you can go back to the dashboard, go to Contact Form plugin, click on the Contact plugin, go to Contact Forms, and from there you can copy the shortcode, then you can paste it here. After which, your contact form will be displayed on your contact page template. Scroll down, you can also edit the newsletter information from here. You can edit the newsletter icon from here. Then you can also add in the newsletter shortcode over here. You can also edit out the FAQ section. You can simply add in the question from here. So just to remove the title from here, then add in the title of your choice. Then you can add in the answer to that particular question over here. You can do the same for the rest of Q&As. And if you don't want any of the section to be displayed, you can simply click on delete. And if you want to sort the sections here, just click on navigator. Then click on the section that you want to sort. Let's take example of this newsletter. Then you can sort it as per your wish. As you can see, the newsletter section is now appearing underneath the Q&A section. After you are done, just click on update. Let's go to the top, go back to the contact page, give it a refresh. And as you can see, the contact page template is now displaying on our site. So that was it about the 4-page templates. And now let's go back to the dashboard. I'm going to cross out the contact page, and what we will do next is I'm going to add in the newly created page templates to our menus. So go to Appearance, click on Menus. So select the primary menu first, click on Select. Now we will add Testimonial, Services, About and Contact Us pages and click on Add to Menu. This is another way through which you can add or remove items or create a menu for your website. Let's sort them. After you are done, click on Save Menu. Now we will go to our site. Again, hover your mouse around this house icon, click on Visit Site. Let's open it in the new tab, and as you can see, all of the page templates have now been added to our menus, and you can easily, or your visitors will easily be able to access to these page templates from the menus. So that was it about Seva WordPress theme tutorial. If you have any questions, please make sure you drop them down in the comment section below. Please make sure you follow us on all of our social media channels. The handles and links are in the description box below. If you have any more concerns or queries, you can always reach out to our support team. I have added the link in the description box below. Also, please do let us know what other types of videos do you want us to make. Your support means a lot to us. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next video.